Hi everyone, happy Sunday. Snowy Sunday, so I feel like when Wisconsin is doing things this year, it's like doing it like big. Like, does everyone remember the December frigid temperatures? Like we went from like great to boom, freezing cold. And now we got a ton of snow. Some of the reports that we're seeing is like definitely we went over the 6 that they were talking about. And it's light and fluffy, so it's super fun. We were out there shoveling, using our snowblower. Everybody else was out there. Cameron was having a blast in the snow with our neighbors. He got to sled a little bit. Now he's down for a nap, but he'll probably sled later in this as well. But I like it. I think it looks really pretty. Again, it's light and fluffy, so it wasn't too much of a hassle to clean up and take care of. But thank you to everybody who does the plowing, the shoveling, the salting, to keeping the roads open and safe. So we really appreciate all of you. And on that mention, Mama Ducky's Bakery Desserts in downtown Waukesha is one of the places that I'm talking about today on here. She did put a post on her Facebook page that if you are a plower or a snow removal person or you're salting as part of your job, stop into her place. She's got coffee and hot cocoa and such like that for you. She also has hot ham while supplies last. I don't know how long she's open today for exactly, but it's kind of usually while supplies last. We were in there yesterday. It smelled fabulous in there. I'll be talking about that a little bit later. But the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about, because it's lunchtime, is this gyro melt. So we all know what a gyro is. The lamb meat that is made on a spigot, and then you can get it on top of a pita with onions and tomatoes, and then obviously the amazing tzatziki sauce. There are a lot of great options in Waukesha to get your gyro on. But one of my favorites is the Moreland Cafe. Moreland Cafe, you may not be familiar with that. That is located inside of the Moreland Medical Building on the corner of Delafield and Moreland in Waukesha. So just west of the courthouse and the Moordowns Golf Course. There's a Starbucks right on the corner there. But if you go inside of that building, it's a medical office building. If you've ever had an appointment there, you may have all of a sudden had these amazing smells coming through the hallways. Well, that's from the Moreland Cafe. So she does like a breakfast and lunch kind of thing. She's typically closed right around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But when I worked in that building, that was one of my places that I always stopped. The chicken dumpling soup is one of my favorite things. And then obviously getting a gyro, because who doesn't want a gyro? So what I did is I did not buy her gyro meat from her, but I bought some from the store, and I'm going to do my interpretation again of her gyro melt, because hers is definitely different than this. Hers is probably better than mine because it's her gyro meat that she's using, but this is my interpretation. So I'm using my panini press here. Woo, it is very warm. We're going to turn that down just a little bit. What I did first is my gyro meat that I bought from the store came in a sealed package in the frozen department. I thawed it, and then I grilled it up on the panini press just to give it some of that grill marks on it, kind of warm it up, pre-warm it up before it's going in this. But I am just using a pita. I am cutting the pita in half. And so my sandwich is ultimately going to be a pressed, not really, I'm just giving it some grill marks, panini. So I did not make my own tzatziki. Again, that's where, Moreland Cafe is going to be phenomenal at this, because their tzatziki sauce is fabulous. But I bought at the grocery store Henry's original tzatziki sauce. I did not have time to make it myself. But when I was spreading it on, so I'm just spreading it on one half here, I can see that there's nice large chunks of cucumber in here. It's a very thick texture, which I really like. For a tzatziki sauce, I don't want it to be runny. But ultimately, that's what a lot of people like about it. So I've done one half here. Now I'm going to stick my tomato, thinly sliced. I did a Roma tomato, thinly sliced tomato on here. I'm going to do probably 3 full slices, but I'm cutting. I just want to have it covered. Tip this without it still there. It's all sticking. There we go. So I want it covered. Now I'm going to layer. And I mean, if you've had a gyro in Waukesha or really anywhere, you know that they really layer up on the meat. So I am, these are thin, very thin slices. What you would get at a restaurant is definitely going to be thicker than this. So it's getting really warm. I'm just going to turn it off for a second here. So it has a little bit of because I grilled up the meat, it's got a little bit of that greasiness in the griddle. It's not going to affect the flavor at all. But I am putting a generous portion of meat on here because that's what you do with a gyro. Then I'm going to take some thinly sliced yellow onion, put that next in my sandwich. There we go. Now I've got my crumbled feta. They make some that have like different flavors and stuff to it. Again, this is where she levels up on me for sure with hers because she has fresh feta, which hilariously I used to always call feta cheese for some reason. I don't know why, but I called it feta. In like a marinade, and she gives it to you and serves it on the side in addition to having some on the sandwich. Now, feta cheese doesn't melt like regular cheese typically, so I am just adding a light sprinkle of a white cheese that I have. So this is the buffalo mozzarella left over from my Chef Pam's pizza kit that we had last night for dinner. I just added a little bit of that so that it gets all melty and together. So this is not exactly on screen for you guys to see. I'm going to bring it over as I plop it on my panini press. But you can see it's nice and fat and full of things. Woo! Get it on that griddle. Whoa, it's so large it doesn't want to sit on my griddle. There we go. And I don't know if you can hear the sizzling, but it is definitely sizzling away. Now, my goal with this is to just make it all melty together. I'm not really trying to press it into a panini, but it's just working a little bit better than just trying to grill it on my stove. In the meantime here, I want to show you, just going to transition things quickly here. Here. I'm going to grab some of my Gyro stuff and move it out of the way and swap it for my Mama Ducky stuff. So that sandwich is just going to sit on the press, not long, like I said, not long at all, but long enough that it's going to get some beautiful grill marks on it, and maybe even, because it's not sitting even in there. There we go. That's what I wanted to have happen. So on this panini press, it can also be like a flat open griddle. And so that's why it wasn't like sitting properly. I finally got the sandwich in there far enough, so now it's pressing down even across the whole board. All right, on to Mama Duckies. Here are my Mama Duckies treats from yesterday. My son also got a chocolate covered pretzel there yesterday in the morning, and he loved it. The thing was like gone instantly. So she does chocolate, like regular brown chocolate with white drizzle, or white chocolate with brown drizzle on her chocolate covered pretzels. But what I have here is lemon bread, like a lemon loaf. I love lemon, so that worked well for me. I have a carrot cake cupcake with cream cheese frosting, and I have a banana cupcake with cream cheese frosting. My husband also had a cookie yesterday, a sugar molasses cookie, and said it was fantastic. So I got my fork here. I'm just going to take little bites because my family and I are going to share this, but I want to, it's my first time trying some of these things from her place, so I'm going to take a nice little bite here. Ooh, I can smell that lemon. It's so good. Oh, so good. It's a, I know some people don't like the word, but it is a moist bread, a denser bread. Doesn't need anything else. No need for a frosting. I know some people do like a frosting over like a lemon bread or something like that. This one definitely does not need that. So good. All right. This is the carrot cake cupcake. Oh, I get all of the spices that go into this. Oh, it smells so good. So I bought these yesterday, and what I did to save them, she gave them to me in the little claw containers for the two cupcakes, each in their own container, and then the cookie was in like a wax bag. I'm sorry, not the cookie. Well, yeah, the cookie was in a wax bag too, but that's gone. The bread was in a wax bag. I actually wrapped them completely in saran wrap so that they would keep they wouldn't dry out at all. No, there's no drying out of these. These are so good. I mean, not that it's like overly heavy or anything like that. This is a really, really good carrot cake cupcake. Yeah, that's it. Really good texture on the inside. Oh, I gotta open up the banana one here. The banana one came with the peel on it, or with the peel, with the wrapper. All right, I can actually see the chunks of banana in here though. That's really awesome. Lots of banana smell. Ooh, good vanilla in there too. Oh, those are both so good. We are really going to enjoy those for lunch. So, Mama Ducky's Bakery Desserts is right in downtown Waukesha, pretty much right on the 5 Points. She is just west of Chef Pam's. Like I said, right on Main Street at the 5 Points. Check out her Facebook page and her social media stuff. She does desserts. She'll do custom desserts. And like I said, she does ham and rolls and stuff on the weekends. Just keep an eye on her Facebook page for updates and stuff like that of what she's going to carry. But everything that I've had from her so far has been absolutely fantastic. These are so good. I should have bought more. So, all right. So I'm looking at this. So this is taking a little bit longer. The sandwich for me is taking a little bit longer than typical because I did actually turn off my griddle just briefly because it was getting a little too smoky and warm. But it's looking really good. I'm going to move the desserts over. I think I've got enough of what I would call good grill marks on there that I'm going to pull this off now so I can show you guys. Sometimes getting it off of the griddle is the hardest part. Awesome. There we go. Oh no, cheese left behind. There we go. Okay. Get a knife. I'm just going to chop this so you guys can see. So how it's served at the Moreland Cafe is that the tzatziki is kind of like on the side. It's like an extra little dip that you could have, which I would love to dip my sandwich in there as well. But I'm going to bring this up closer to you guys so you can see. So it's all melty. Look at all that gyro meat. Melty little cheese going on situation. The onions on there, the tomatoes on there. It's really warm. That was really warm to hold. A little terrified for the bite that I'm going to take for you guys, but I want to show you live. So I'm going to go with this one because it's got more of a point on it that I can just bite off of that point. But, all right. Cheers. Gyro melt. Yummy. Mmm. Oh, that's good. So, her tzatziki definitely has more flavor to it. I don't know if it's oregano or whatever else that she adds into it, but her tzatziki definitely has more flavor. This is good. This is my store-bought. This isn't my own interpretation, and it's definitely not hers. So, Moreland Cafe has definitely a more superior overall, but this is really good. I mean, for me, I can't go wrong with gyro meat. I really, really, really enjoy it. We've got Gyro's West in Waukesha. We've got the Coop that I know that does stuff with gyro meat. I think El Zocalo still does in Waukesha. I'm not 100% on that, but I think they do. Sunset Family Restaurant has gyro meat. Like, there are a lot of options in Waukesha for getting a gyro. So, you know, every gyro is the same pretty much for me because the meat is always so flavorful and delicious. It just makes it all. Like the pita, sometimes I don't even eat on the gyro because I just want to focus on the meat, the tomato, the onion, and the tzatziki, how it all like blends together and goes together so well. But this is going to be our lunch today. I'll take a picture and share with you guys. But it came together super easy. Just a pita, tzatziki sauce on one side of it. Load up on that gyro meat because that's what they do at the restaurants. Load it up. Tomato, onion, a little bit of feta cheese on it, and then just a little bit of some other cheese to help melt it, unless you just think that feta cheese on there is going to be fine. And then serve it with some tzatziki on the side once you grill it up so that you can like dip it in if you want. For me, I can never have too much tzatziki with the gyro meat either. So that's what I have for you guys today. Hope you've shoveled out or are in the process of shoveling out and cleaning up. But it's starting to look a little sunny out there too, which is going to make the snow extra glistening. Just, I don't know, boost my mood a little bit now that the snow is done and it's here and everything like that. I know it's going to get cold, cold, cold this week, so we might enjoy playing in it a little bit today before it gets too cold. So happy Sunday, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye.